In this video, I want to discuss foods and where they rank in terms of their FODMAPs. So FODMAP is basically a short chain carbohydrate or sugar that the small intestine absorbs very poorly, creating a lot of gas, a lot of discomfort, and usually makes us feel like junk. So not for all people. Everyone's body clearly is very different, and I feel those people who are very diverse with what they're getting and they eat everything super clean, they are able to withstand higher FODMAPs in moderation much better than those individuals who are very, very tight on their nutrition, and meaning very, very small amount of diversity that they are consuming. So, and FODMAP stands for something very long that I cannot pronounce, and I will be 100% honest with you. So we're just going to say that they're short chain carbohydrates. So in terms of what they are, and I'm going to give you this PDF, but I'm going to read the differences. But in terms of all the different food groups, there are better options that are lower FODMAP, and then of course there are higher FODMAP. What I suggest, if you feel that you want to follow a low FODMAP approach, then you can do that, and it's somewhat like an elimination diet. If the other foods create issues, if these create a lot of problems in your gut, then I would remove them and then slowly incorporate them back in one by one in just small amounts, because your body will get to a place where they can withstand it. But I also suggest consuming these items with other additional foods, because it will somewhat buffer the body's response when consumed together. And of course, if you do feel you want to have digestive enzymes prior to the meal, then that's going to help as well, and we'll go through that in the next video. But in terms of vegetables, higher FODMAP vegetables, your artichokes, your asparagus, your cauliflower, garlic, green peas, mushrooms, onions, snap peas, beets, cabbage, celery, leeks, and broccoli. So a lot of the cruciferous vegetables in there. The lower FODMAPs are your eggplant, your green beans, your bok choy, your bell peppers, carrots, cucumbers, zucchini, sprouts. So those are going to be easier on the gut for most people. When it comes to fruits, the high FODMAP, apples, cherries, dried fruit, mangoes, nectarines, and then the lower side, kiwi, strawberries, lemon, pineapple, some others that you can read on your own. Proteins, most proteins are pretty low FODMAP, which is great. And then when it comes to breads, wheat, barley, beans, fava beans, and fava bean flours. So the quinoa, the rice, the corn, rice cakes, those are going to be a little bit better for you. And then when it comes to nuts and seeds, since this seems to be one that a lot of people don't really realize, cashews and pistachios are going to be the highest FODMAP, as well as almonds and hazelnuts. They're moderate. Sesame and sunflower seeds can also be slightly high FODMAP. And the lower end, macadamia nuts, pumpkin seeds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, which again, Brazil nuts, we should all be taking 2 a day just to support our thyroid. Pine nuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, those are all lower. And then when it comes to the higher FODMAP, soybean oil, which we should all be avoiding, and chocolate is actually slightly high FODMAP. And so you can see the other options there. So I've also provided you with some lower FODMAP, lower GI recipes in the document I provided. So hopefully this was helpful, and we'll talk all about digestive enzymes in the next video.